Hey everyone, good Friday afternoon. I'm Meteorologist Addison Green, and we are tracking another round today of slow-moving thunderstorms. Now, none of these thunderstorms are strong enough to have a severe thunderstorm warning in place, but they are moving slow enough to produce some heavy rains, and that's why we have seen, at least across southwestern portions of Harris County through northern Fort Bend County, a flood advisory put in place. We're anticipating some areas along those low-lying areas especially to be dealing with some ponding on the waterways, on the roadways, I should say, with maybe some standing water. And some spots have already picked up radar estimates about 1 to 2 inches of rain so far. You can definitely see that it's a very energetic thunderstorm. It's popped up in the past about 20 minutes or so. Whereas I go ahead and kind of scan the skies right there for you, getting a look to see how much lightning we're talking along with this system. We're seeing a good amount of lightning strikes, over 72 lightning strikes being reported right there. So if you're in the Missouri City area and the Heeker area, you know, you're definitely hearing those booms of thunder and maybe seeing those flashes of lightning across the way. Let me go ahead and clear that for you. And as we put this system into motion, we can see how it's popped on up and not really moved all that much, just kind of drifted over this way, going in across towards the Meadows Place area, and then just kind of like backed up along itself. And that's what's just kind of hanging out right across the southwestern portion of the Beltway right there. So definitely if you're heading through that way, or if you happen to live over that way, or you're going to go out and about in the roadway soon, have to take it slow. Even if you have a high profile vehicle, you have to make sure you definitely take it slow. You don't want to do any hydroplaning on those roadways right there. But Missouri City up in towards Meadowlands Place, you can see all the lightning strikes coming on down. And we're watching this system starting to produce a good amount of soaking rains in that vicinity. Around 1.8 inches of rain so far. Radar estimates have come down in the Missouri City area. Just a little bit around an inch or so towards DeWatt. Meadows Place picking up about half an inch, and out towards Mission Bend about 3/4 of an inch or so. But it's right in this green highlighted area that we have seen those more frequent, slow-moving, heavy downpours coming on in, leading to some ponding on some of those roadways over that way. As we take a look at one of our tower cameras coming on in from the Fort Bend County area, looking out towards, you can see right there the city of Houston in the distance. We can watch on the left-hand side of the screen right there, that is that large thunderstorm that was sitting right over this vicinity earlier on, but has now slowly drifted towards a northwesterly direction, just a little bit out of the center of the camera frame. But nonetheless, you can see the atmosphere is packed with moisture. There's that cloud base right there, all across portions of the southwestern Harris County through northern sections of Fort Bend County.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah, Chief Meteorologist David Paul right here and saying, yeah, this is a gorgeous shot, right, David?
Yeah, beautiful. Low cloud base. You can see the rain shield over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, definitely you can see that rain coming on down right here where the visibility is very low to none, right underneath that rain shaft, but over here in the distance as well.
You just talked about that. Yeah, that's Missouri City stuff right now.
Yeah, and it was just almost took up half the screen earlier on, and now it's moving a little bit out of the vicinity right there. But like we did see yesterday, if you're watching us during the 411, we had that one large thunderstorm that kind of pulsed up across portions of northwestern Harris County towards the Cypress area, pulsed up, and then eventually started collapsing on itself. But before it did that, it did have a chance for producing that land spout that we were showing footages and images of earlier on today and yesterday, especially during the 10 o'clock show. You probably saw some images of that coming on in. That is certainly possible with more of these slow-moving thunderstorms coming across the vicinity. Just the atmosphere has those right ingredients to produce that situation. Now, looking across from Bush into Continental, they're not reporting rain right there, but they are reporting still a very muggy air mass. Very much the potential is there for seeing more thunderstorms to develop across the area. And as you look across much of Harris County and the surrounding counties, we can see right here, as this thunderstorm has pulsed on up and then just kind of collapsed a little bit, it produced right here, you can see this little green line. It's what we call an outflow boundary, where as the storm pulses on up, it beefs itself up, but then once it collapses, it kind of pushes some of those outlying bands or scattered showers away from it as it's collapsing, and that starts to generate new thunderstorm activity. So right up across the I-45 corridor going towards the southeastern section of the Beltway, yeah, there's one thunderstorm firing on up right there. So be on the lookout for more wet weather to come your way. Looking up across the eastern side of the Bay Area, you can see this big, thick line of scattered showers that have come on down. That was a decaying outflow boundary from previous storms earlier on the eastern side of the Bay. Haven't really seen that line moved all that much, so there may be an issue for some flood concerns to pop on up over that way. Maybe an aerial flood advisory here and there. Nothing significant, nothing widespread, but nonetheless, in your neighborhood, it could potentially cause some soaking rains. As you look right here across in that south over the past hour or so, you can see another outflow boundary kind of just pushing on up. Did kick up a little thunderstorm just across the border of Harris County going in towards portions of Waller County, but we can see that kind of faded away, but may start to see some more thunderstorms develop near the Sealy area. And in general, we're just seeing a lot of this wet weather coming on in from the sea breeze. Bless you, David. As you look across the area, David's working right beside me at the Weather Center.
Thanks,
You're welcome. So we do have a lot of slow-moving thunderstorms across the vicinity, but none of them are cause for concern in terms of producing some big-time severe weather. We're not seeing gusts over 60 miles per hour. We're not seeing quarter-size or larger hailstones, and we're not seeing the type of tornadoes you see out there in like the middle of the plains, for instance, Kansas. If you do see something like we did see yesterday, it's very weak and be very brief. But nonetheless, it can still kick up some damage, still toss around some debris. But you can see right there watching, you can see those clouds pushing on in, going right up across from the Gulf of Mexico, eventually moving their way further inland. So be on the lookout up towards the Spring area, out towards Lake Conroe, for instance, maybe seeing some thunderstorms within the next hour or two. Up in towards the Brenham area, just saw some scattered showers pop on up for you. And we're watching a cluster right there, just in the central portions of Liberty County that's kind of faded away, but we're still in that window of time frame that's peak atmospheric heating. So you can still have plenty of warmth, plenty of moisture come on in that can help fuel up some more thunderstorms coming your way before the day is done, especially as we get towards the afternoon rush when a lot of people will be out on the roadways. It may be an issue. Let's take it through the future track, shall we? Where as we go in past the 4 o'clock hour, heading across the northern sections of the loop, the Beltway, there's a cluster right there being indicated by one of our computer models popping on up. Same thing up across northwestern sections of Fort Bend County in towards southwestern Harris County, right in the same spot that we're seeing that thunderstorm right now. It still may be an issue an hour from now or so. You can also see across the rest of southeastern Texas, other small clusters of scattered showers coming and going. As you make your way past 6 o'clock, now we can see a lot of that convection is starting to fade away. We're just having lingering scattered showers, maybe a lone rogue thunderstorm or two up near the Richmond area, for instance, just south of Sugar Land. But as we make our way in towards the sunset hour and beyond, you can see a lot of that convection has faded away. Cloud cover is starting to thin on out. We're starting to see the showers wrapping on up for the day. And then we'll go through the overnight hours like we have seen before with a little bit of a lull in activity, which is always a good thing as you're trying to go to sleep, right? Skies will be relatively clear, but the air will be relatively muggy. All that tropical moisture, it's not going away anytime soon. By Saturday morning, maybe possible to see a scattered shower or two up near League City, possibly going down in towards the Bay City area as well. The rest of the region will be rather quiet to kick off your weekend. And then heading in towards the afternoon hours, we will see the clouds kind of build on up in a few spots. Just more of your typical daytime heating action going on. A few scattered showers possible in a few spots. So is there enough to cancel any plans out there for your Saturday afternoon or so? I don't think so, but nonetheless, just keep your eyes on the skies, keep your eyes on the radar, which of course you can get courtesy of your KHU 11 app. Make sure you have that downloaded so you can get the latest radar information and push notifications if a strong thunderstorm does come in towards your vicinity. As we go forward in towards Sunday's time frame, we have a weak front dropping on down. Yes, it is a cold front by name, but it won't really be doing much in terms of bringing us any cold relief. In fact, it may just drop our temperatures a degree or two just because of the increased cloud cover, but that tropical moisture will still be around all across the board because that front will fizzle out as it approaches the Gulf of Mexico. And as we're going towards Monday, you can kind of see in its wake still that potential for scattered showers to come on in. That's why we've increased our shower potential going forward over the next several days, a little by little, 40% for Saturday, 50% on Sunday. Both of those times are in the afternoon hours, so your morning should be fine. And then 60% on Monday, that may be around the midday hours, going through the afternoon and eventually fading away by the evening hours. But you can see those high temperatures are a touch cooler. Average high this time of year is 96 degrees, so we're looking a few degrees lower than that, which any degree or two we can drop is certainly well welcomed around town. But after that, once that front completely fades away, it's back to business as usual with a chance for seeing the warmth build on up and the shower potential still linger, but a little bit less as you just go in towards those afternoon hours. So make sure you tune in on the 411 side of things at 4 o'clock right here on Channel 11 for more information as we dive into the latest radar imagery and, of course, the news at hand. See you guys.